Hi, I'm Steve Henn, and to my left,
Uh,
right,
yeah, to the side anyway. I'm
yeah,
David
this
Luck. Good evening,
this
folks. Yep.
that's it. That's David Luck, and this is Steve Henn. So David's going to say something for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to start the show.
Something for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to start the show.
Yeah, but that was only four, David. I've got to give me a bit
Oh,
more time
sorry.
to press me. I've got to press me button
Nothing.
at the right place. I tell you what, David, you could introduce the first track. How about that?
Oh yeah, yeah. So this week, as we mentioned last week, this week we're looking at songs with great keyboard or piano parts. That's why it's called "Tickling the Ivories." Now, this first track is an absolute classic, an absolute rock classic. But who it might be, I can't remember. Who is it?
Out here in the fields, I fight for my meals. I get my back into my living. I don't need to fight to prove I'm right. I don't need to be forgiven. Don't cry, don't raise your eye. It's only teenage wasteland. Sally, take my hand. We'll travel south cross land. Put out the fire and don't look past my shoulder. The exodus is here. The happy ones are near. Let's get together before we get much older. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland.
Whoa! That was the Who. Baba O'Reilly. I love that Keith Richards and Charlie Moon in that band.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah. That's a great song. Yeah, I don't know the song very well actually, but yeah, that keyboard is really fast, isn't it? And yeah, that
It is.
ending is great, isn't it, as well? Yeah, it's great stuff. So yeah, that album is a classic as well, isn't it? Really. So I think it has, doesn't it have Behind Blue Eyes and Won't Get Fooled Again as well?
Yeah, it's what I used to say to everyone when I was in my prime. Who's next? Anyway, so slightly weird. Thing is, though, right? I'm going to be honest with you as well, David. I came to that song very, very late. I came to that song in probably the 90s. So I didn't know that song before then, but it was being a classic probably from the very onset, I suppose. I finished talking.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, I remember on Pointless once, Richard Osman saying that the bass player John Entwistle, about how he's often considered the greatest bass player of all time, sort of thing, and sort of thing, you know. And,
next to Geddy Lee.
Yeah, and that James Roll from Cinemassacre said about the song "Won't Get Fooled Again," said that that's remarkably heavy for the time, sort of thing, you know. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs tonight, because we're hopefully heavily featuring keyboards, are going to be a lot along my line of music. I'm gonna stick my neck out that I'm going to enjoy this show tonight, and I've only heard one song.
Yeah,
the next song,
it's yours, of course. Yeah, so yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that one was mine because I came to it late, but I know it was the one I chose. But I chose it on behalf of humankind. Floods, Fight Star.
Now this is a great track.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I know much Fight Star. When were they created?
Well, I will just look them up. I can tell you that the front man is Charlie Simpson, better known for being in Busted. But as you will discover, assuming that you've heard some Busted somewhere in your life at some point, this band is very different to Busted, so it says, Wikipedia says apparently years active, it says 03 to 2010 and then 2014 to 2015, and they're on hiatus apparently.
Oh, I never heard of that record label. That would be quite that'd be quite good, thanks.
Yeah, I've heard or seen at least one suggestion before that this song sounds a bit like Muse sort of thing, and if you listen, you'll see what they mean. It does sound like something they could come up with, yeah. But it's really nice piano and really nice vocals as well. And yeah, it's quite a serious tone as well. So yeah.
Oh, all right, tone. Yeah.
To make
Wow, I was waiting for it right to finish there, and I thought it was gonna spoil me. But oh man, oh oh oh, yeah, I have really. Oh, I'm not.
Have you
I
climbed
really no. Oh, I'm just saying. I had no idea what to expect. I thought it'd be a little heavier, but I don't want to use the word perfect because that's a bit too much. That's really nice. There's really nice. I don't know how I can say anything other than that's really, apart from a great lyric which said, "Smile like the idiot you are." I thought, were they talking about me?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it's pretty epic, isn't it? So
Yeah.
and
But also because it's got a member of Busted, but nothing wrong with Busted at all. They were just poppy. That's fine. But they did McFly as well. Busted and McFly, didn't they? They did a Busted together thing.
yeah, I always thought McBusted was what you get when you're caught stealing fast food.
He's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. It's good. No, but I love that. I love that, and I love that. I loved it because the depth of that. There was so much depth in that I really, really like that. And I'm going to listen to some more fights every week. David throws in a song, and I go, I'm going to listen to more of that.
Yeah,
but if I am, so should everyone else.
I'm sure that's their best known track.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Like, I suppose in a way, it's kind of like, if the apocalypse could be set to a song, that might be a fair one to pick, probably, maybe, sort of thing.
No, I agree. I get exactly what you mean by that. Right, we're going to move on to the next song, David. I've got two songs tonight that are both over 6 minutes long, and this is the first one.
We better get on it, haven't we? Yeah. So,
yeah, I apologise, but I think when you say keyboards to me, I think, okay, I'm going to use these songs. But this, On the Rocks by Gillan, it was in the middle of the Gillan period. And Gillan, obviously, is Ian Gillan. And he used to be in the Ian Gillan band. And then he was just demoted to Gillan. And now he's back in Deep Purple. But this, to me, says keyboards. It screams keyboards. That's all I'm saying. See what you think.
no place to go. They sent you to an institution. They turned your hands behind your back. Once you were a flying thing, now you're on the rocks with broken wings. Once you were proud to be man, you carried out your own tiny part of the plan. You would decide, you gamble your pride, but you would decide. And now they've got your name and number. You know they really got you tagged. That's all you in the thinking game. Now you're on the rocks with village bros. Hold tight, keep those hands on you, give it a birthright. All right, keep your eyes on the demon in disguise. You must never close your eyes, right? Each night, they come back to you, give it a birthright. Hold tight, just remember the feeling deep inside you, and you're never running high. You know they're trying to steal your thunder. They're trying to erase your face. Once you were a working man, now you're on the rocks with broken hands. Oh, hold tight, keep those hands on you, give them birthright. All right, eyes on the demon in disguise. You must never close your eyes, right? Each night they come back to you, give them birthright. Hold tight, just remember the feeling deep inside you, and you're never running high.
There we have
Wow.
it. On the rocks, Ian Gillan. What do you think there, David?
That is really quite something, isn't it? Blimey. Like, that was, in terms of like epicness and kind of grandioseness, that was like, you know, especially with the keyboards, as you mentioned, that's almost like on a classical music level. That is like, you know, like honestly, like that's crazy. Quite a sudden end as well, actually. Although
Yes.
although it still sounded great the way it ended, like, you know, and yeah.
No, I see what you mean,
No,
but
that's
because of the
really-
big build-up, you'd expect a different ending. Yeah, I
No,
thought it was a little bit
that's
extra. Yeah.
really epic all the way through. Yeah, no, that's really great. That's brilliant. Yeah.
I'm glad yeah, no, I've been trying to get it in Ua Misses for a long time, because I do think it's one of their standout tracks that they ever did, and I really like it. which is good. No, it's well worth a listen. That a whole album on the rocks. Any of Gillan's stuff is really good. It's funny and there's a lot of thought going into it. And I think it's Colin Towns on the keyboard, and then there's Bernie Tormay on guitar. He went to play for Aussie for a bit as well. Right, I'm so glad that you've chosen this next song as well. Well, to be fair, it's not so much the song; it's the artist, Mr. John of Elton.
Oh yes, this is a really nice one. Yeah, as I was saying before we started recording, this is a B-side. It is on the expanded re-release of a Single Man, but yeah, it's a really nice, slow, chilled out song with nice piano and that. And but yeah, really nice. And yeah,
A Single Man with an extended B-side. You never get that.
Is that a euphemism?
I was trying to make it sound slightly dodgy, but no. But Elton John, right? Bless him, he got his vaccine the other day. I didn't think he was older than me. But no, we did an Elton John special. People, go and find that Elton John special because there's some really good songs. In fact, most songs from Elton are really good. I'm going to say.
I don't think we've played any of his since that show. Actually, have we? So
no.
Which was
let's see if we can rectify it.
Time ago as well. So yeah.
Well, it was last year, David. Last year,
yes,
and I think it was at the time when there was a pandemic on, and all these experts had come up with these wonderful solutions to make sure that we could, get out of the pandemic and go back to work. But for some reason, greed and power got in the way, according to a survey I read the other day.
This house that I live in has no reason. This house that I sleep in has no purpose. It has a bed and a few old chairs, 3 flights up, 2 flights of stairs. But it has no reason. The sun once shone through the tire swing. The dogs barked and bayed in the winter and spring. And the ivy that hung now sadly clings to a dying season. And I cry at night when the lights go out, and the green eyes fuse and the full moon shouts from road maps and red lines to lipstick lies. And when the lights go out, it's tough to survive. This man holds a hand that shows a tremble. This man that I live in bears his faults. He has a heart and a well-worn soul, 10 years a slave to rock and roll. But it has to tremble. For the yellow grass on the sunburned lawn sleeps in her seed from the sunset to dawn. And just like your love that's come and gone, it goes on breathing. And I cry at night when the lights go out, and the green eyes fuse and the full moon shouts from her road maps and red lines to lipstick lies. And when the lights go out, it's tough to survive. And when the lights go out, it's tough to survive.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty special, isn't it? Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Elton John can put me in a place that not many other artists can do, really. There's something... It's like I've been injected by a vet. I don't know what that means, but like I'm put into a place of like comfort and warmth, and it's just so many Elton Johns just affect me in a way that emotionally they shouldn't really. Is what I'm saying.
As a gay man, I'm sure we'd take that as a huge compliment from you. So
I hope so. I just there's so many brilliant, beautiful songs that he writes. Well, if you like musically, I know Bernie's lyrics are brill, but I can just get lost in Elton John.
My mum said before, like very few, Elton John being an example of this, but very few artists, have such longevity and carry on making music over so many years and carry on staying in the public limelight for all that time as well. Like, there's not many that carry on making music and stay, in the spotlight for as long as, like Elton has, for example. Like, it's over 50 years now,
I was going to say, do you know what the difference is between Elton John and Boris Johnson?
One of them's a genius and one of them's a cuss.
Let's move on from politics and one of the greatest musicians of our time to Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will not apologise for playing Blue Oyster Cult. I think it's probably my fourth or fifth time I think I've played Blue Oyster Cult. I don't know. I'm going to say fourth. But...
well, if you're not going to apologise for that, would you apologise for not putting the dots over the O?
That's better. So,
magic. Yeah.
Thanks for that. So, I am... this... Joan Crawford was an actress, and I'm sure this is related to... I think it's The Killing of Baby Jane. I'm not sure, which is a really great black and white film that not many people will watch anymore because it's black and white and filmed so many years ago. But it's got some great piano on it, and that's why I've chose it.
it seemed to have a kind of humorous tone to it, like something, but it still
Yeah.
sounded nice and great musically great, and I loved all those random sound effects in the middle, like that was great. Just added to the humorous tone, like, and again before the kind of main piano riff sort of started. The bit at the beginning, like the piano or keys part at the beginning, again, I had a sort of feeling of like classical music kind of vibes with the kind of tone of that, and
Phantom of the Opera-y.
yeah. But no, that was great. That was awesome. So yeah, really good. Yeah, thanks.
No, it is. No, it's a great little song. I love it a lot. It's the first time I think I've heard it for earphones in for a long time. Bless you, David. And honestly, go back and listen to that with your headphones on, people, because there's so much clever little guitar work going on in the background there that I never noticed before. Hey, we're halfway through the show, which brings us to this.
Yeah.
Bands That Should Have Been, which is our next week's show, David.
It is, yes.
Can you explain in a few words what Bands That Should Have Been is?
Yeah, well, basically, this is bands or artists, I suppose, that, whatever.
Artists, but bands just looks better, but artists would have been too big.
That could or should have had more success than they ultimately have achieved or ended up achieving. Bands that deserve to be bigger than they ended up being, basically. And so, am I fair to say that we're not necessarily talking bands that had no chart hits or no success at all. We're just talking about ones that deserved more than they ultimately achieved or they have achieved, sort of thing. So
I don't think it matters, because there's a couple of bands that I'd like to choose that probably nobody's ever heard of, and they did release one album and it should have gone a lot further and they should have got more recognition. So I'm thinking that it could be a band that people have heard of and they just disappeared after one album. I think it's bands that should still be around today, I think, is basically the end of it, is it?
Yeah, basically, bands
in our opinion
deserve more than they've ultimately achieved so far. So
yeah. So if you're David Bowie or the Beatles, we probably won't be looking at you.
But meanwhile, we have half of this week's songs to get through still, don't we? So what we got,
David?
Yes.
Let me tell you what this band is called, because we've heard them before and I think I really like them. It's Faux-Gene.
Faux-Gene, I think it is. Yeah, like that. The French pronunciation would be Faux-Jean, but
you said that last time. I wanted to say Faux-Jean.
Well, they're not a French band. They're from America, sort of thing.
So it'd be Faux-Jean.
Faux-Jean, yeah. That was almost Australian then, wasn't it? Am I right in thinking that there is a style of trouser known as Faux-Gene as well? The last time we played this band, and the only other time we've done it so far, was during I think it was another songs that we just love or underrated songs show that we've done before. And I played we played a track called "I'll Waste Away," which is the first track from this album and is in a video game called Crash and Burn, which I said about. Which also has that band V8 Pack that we played in the same show, I think. And I remember you saying that song, "I'll Waste Away," blew your balls away, sort of thing. This one,
it's not true. I still have them.
Yeah. Okay. But this one,
as my ankles would testify to.
Testify. Yeah, funny. Testify. Yeah.
Go on. There's one in there. We'll come back to that one.
This song does have some upbeatness to it, sort of thing. But the beginning is more kind of relaxed with really beautiful like piano and stuff. And I think you'll enjoy it. So shall we just get to it?
Call you while you're sleeping. Can I come and lie with you? night I was still alive, I knew I must rise. That's when I called you. I always do, 'cause I remain devoted to your line motive. Flint like I've been in has never seen the likes of you in the morning. When I comb my hair, love, will you advise me on my acne? Why does it seem so hard? 'Cause I want love to be easy, but I know that it won't. 'Cause I know how you are. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to leave anymore. 'Cause I need you right here. Ever since I met you, I don't get to bed much. 'Cause I got better things to do. Take the jeans around my ankles. They're looking down on you now in this light, knowing that we will die. I realize that I love you. It's hard but true, and maybe the hardest part is I want love to be easy. And surely the saddest part is I thought you'd make love easy, but I know that you won't. 'Cause I know how you are. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to leave anymore. 'Cause I need you right here. Don't be sad that I invoke our own mortality. 'Cause I know how you are. I don't want you to leave. 'Cause I know how you are. I don't want you to leave. 'Cause I know how you are. Oh, I know how you are. Oh, I know, oh, I
Love that. Faux Jean, did I? I can't remember them being that heavy last the track you played last time. Like,
Yeah,
Is that-
in
is that
some
me?
ways it wasn't. No, the other track, I don't know if you remember, had a really nice guitar solo in the middle of it. But yeah, in some ways this song has more of a, well, the heavier sections have a more of a grungy, heavier sort of sound. I
Yeah.
suppose. Like, well, not grunge, but more that way inclined, as it were, sort of thing. But
because I loved the start of that, and I thought, oh yeah, I remember how nice this is, clever harmonies and beautiful, and then it went a little bit, and I thought, oh, I like this even more, and yeah, I'm so glad that we do this show, David, because they are. I wouldn't have heard them if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. Well, they deserve more recognition. Like I said, they did 4 albums, and as well, I don't know for certain, but as far as I can gather, they're not doing stuff now. They've split up, and they should have had more success.
Beautiful, beautiful noise, and I mean noise in a good way rather than a bad way. Like the sound they make is beautiful. Really like that.
Well, you said beautiful male and female harmonies as well. So
Give me harmonies any day. Give me the Proclaimers. Give me Angus and Julia Stone. Give me Hanson. You know, I love a harmony. I'm a little bit disappointed, David, that you've told me that that band, Fogine, went their separate ways.
Okay. When you say separate ways, do you actually mean separate ways, stroke worlds apart, or?
Is that what this is? Yeah, I do actually. Well done, David. I forgot.
I have got this album.
I forgot to put the brackets in. God bless you, David, for putting that in. I'll see if I can squeeze the brackets in. Right. So
brackets,
separate ways.
Sorry, yeah, not a stroke. Sorry, yeah, brackets. Yeah.
Yeah. That is very good. Two old ladies on a beach and a naked man run past. One old lady had a stroke. The other one couldn't quite reach.
Yeah.
So this is Journey. Those of you who think Journey are just Don't Stop Believing, Glee, Simon Cowell sort of band, you could not be so far wrong. Journey were a great band in America, great band before Don't Stop Believing became a toy for Simon Cowell to play with. So this song has got great. Have you heard this album, David, or did you say you got it?
I have got it. Whether I've ever played it in my car, I'm not sure. I certainly don't remember how the song goes. I was just thinking as well. I've not listened to, even though I've got a couple of Journey's albums, I've not listened to them very much. But I don't know whether I've read or seen stuff about saying that their earlier stuff before, like, you know, their biggest hits, like, was more psychedelic. Is that
Yeah.
right? Or,
I think
not listened to any of it. So but
that's it. There's an album or two before Escape, and then about 4 or 5 afterwards, which are like, you know, your proper rocky poppy Journey, right, and the rest are more sort of earlier sounds from the 60s/70s. But if you've not heard this one, David, you will listen to it again because it's great.
Yeah. Well, I think we can safely say that Simon Cowell and, you know, true Journey fans are worlds apart, don't you think? So yeah.
Here we stand.
An end.
Yeah. No, that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, I have heard that song before. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. It's quite a nice kind of easy-going sort of, easy listening sort of song. Yeah, it's just really nice, and yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, great.
No. So let's move on, because I do feel that Journey are a little bit like Magnum in the fact that they use their keyboards brilliantly, and Magnum have always used their keyboards brilliantly.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of, have we got 3 songs left or just one? Yeah, and sort of, yeah. But
Yeah, well, we got 2 more after this one.
No, this is a great one though, and hugely underrated, like so many songs that they've done. So yeah.
But yet we've also done a Magnum special when all the songs were by Magnum.
Yeah. So that must be 2 shows that we've done then, where all the songs have been.
Yeah, because we said yeah.
And Elton John. So there's been 2 of them then. So yeah.
That's right. Excellent though. Magnum are brilliant. And if you've never heard any Magnum, David, what can you say about Magnum?
Basically, if you could rewrite a dictionary, and under the definition of the word underrated, it would just be a hyperlink to this band's Wikipedia page.
Look at my face and you can tell there's not a trace that you know well. An empty space, a broken spell. No lesson, no possession. Hypnotic trance, an electric smile. Worked out advance, might last a while. Some secret plan, complete denial. No questions, all deception. There's no way of knowing the way I'll be going. There's no way of knowing the truth. I can't stop this heart of mine. Now that it's over, this heart of mine says it's the end. This heart of mine turning much colder. This heart of mine is hard to defend. Oh.
belting end, that is, isn't it? Good
Yeah,
song, though. Good band.
Yeah, it's a great song, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying to Steve before we started recording, it was only relatively recently that this song was on YouTube at all. That's how underrated it is, and but it's so good though, isn't it?
It is brilliant.
I can't remember when this was. It was years ago. When I was at uni. But I love this song from the first time I heard it. I just really loved it from the first time. So it's just so great, isn't it? It's just such a beautiful song, and it's really quite,
It's a Magnum song.
Yeah, and really quite, happy and kind of, uplifting a bit, sort of in a way. But beautiful stuff. Sorry.
2 songs left. Would you like to hear a song that I'm hoping will blow everybody's mind?
No.
Oh well, too late, because I think we're gonna do it. Have you heard of "Come Sail Away"?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never listened to it. The ones I've got, technically, I've got 4 studio albums, but 2 of them are on 1 disc, sort of thing, which they've done for a couple of their albums. Actually, that pair is Equinox and Crystal Ball. And then,
Crystal Ball has some lovely songs on it. I could have played Claire de Lune. That's basically all piano all the way through.
Oh right, yeah. And then the other 2 I've got are Pieces of 8, which has Renegade, which is a great song,
and Queen and Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades, yes, yeah.
Brilliant track, brilliant.
I love the fact that also the last track on that album is called Aku Aku, which is amazing because Crash Bandicoot didn't exist in 1978. So yeah.
Well, hey. Come Sail Away. I think if you've never heard "Come Sail Away" and you hear it now for the first time, turn your speakers up, sit back, and thank me afterwards. Is all I'm going to say.
I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea, 'cause I've got to be free to face a life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. Reflections in the waves spark my memory. Some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had. We lived happily forever, so the story goes. But somehow we missed out on the pot of gold. But we'll try best that we can to carry on. Of
Okay, it's a 20-second fade left on that. I'm going to cut that out because that's like a fade. There you go. There's a big song for you.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, nice stuff. Yeah, really nice melodies and things. Yeah, it's just nice song to listen to. Yeah, the that interlude with the keyboards in the middle was interesting, and
Yeah.
some before that some nice guitar work as well and stuff. And some fast drumming as well, like and yeah.
No, it's and you wonder why punk followed that, really, don't you? You can tell because because that's 77, I think, Grand Illusion. So I think punk was the anti the long song and anti the sort of pomp that saying that music was getting bloated. But if that's music getting bloated, I'm having that one all the time. I really do like that. It's one of my favourite songs.
Yeah, so. Fair enough. Yeah, it's nice song. Yeah, and it's good. I think I've read. I've not listened to Styx very much at all, but I think I've read that some of their earlier stuff, in particular, I think, is apparently more progressive. Apparently, or something.
Yeah. So, definitely. They were more pompy progressive rock back in the day. Like some of the off Crystal Ball, you could hear a lot of progginess in it. But hey, Dave.
It's lovely. Nice song. Sorry.
Well, you're right though, so that's fine. I'm just saying we've done 9 songs. We've got one left, and it's yours.
It is, yes, yeah.
And we're ruled by secrecy, but we are going to tell you which one it is.
Were you going to suggest saying goodbye right now? So
yes, I'm going to suggest it. In fact, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say thanks so much for listening to Tickling the Ivories. And I've really enjoyed it. There's been some really good songs. Honestly, I think I'm going to take Fogine and even Fight Star home with me tonight. So thanks so much for listening. Join us next week for David.
It's oh god. The bands that should have been, of course. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So thanks as Steve said. Thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this show as much as we have listening to all this great music. And as I've said, this album, Absolution, this is the last track on the album, and as I think you'll agree, it is like a perfect closing song, really, and it's really, really, really beautiful and really quite haunting. The way Matt Bellamy sings it as well is really brilliant, especially well, maybe not especially, but including the first kind of couple of verses, which are kind of sung in a kind of whispered voice almost, but it's just so beautiful. It's pretty it's stunning, basically. So the dilemma now is, do we give this song the discussion and praise that it deserves during the show after it finishes, or do we finish just with the end of this song with a perfect musical ending?